really meant something to me, and she has empowered me, inspired my work, and just been a loving loyalist to this Goddex gathering since the beginning. So it's really, truly an honor to have her. And this is like her slot, this 10-ish in the morning slot. And she's going to lead us through her body-centered medicine. So for yourself in this moment to prepare I'm sure she will prepare you as well. But because we're in Weirdtopia land, I want to share just a couple of logistics with you about this. In your own reality, you will want space around you to get up and move. So if you want to adjust any machines or yada yada, and once you put yourself on mute, you can take off your headphones so that you can move easily. That's no problem. It's more about when we're talking into it that it gives a feedback. So make sure you have your own space to move, adjust, turn cameras, whatever feels good there. You'll probably be standing and moving lots at some points. You might be on the floor at other points. And we will ask that you spread your topies out kind of from north to south and a little east to west along this pathway of hexagons so that we can walk between you and nearby you as we go through. Don't go too far, like stay on this major path. Lara Faye, you can see your topi walking. Just kidding. But we want to be able to walk through the topis so that we can connect with your cameras. So if you see me and Tarnie's topis walking around, we're peeping on you. We want to make sure you're okay. This work is amazing and it's powerful. And so sometimes it can bring up some tears. Or other things, or laughter, or whatever it brings up. So if we're just going to be peeping, and if you need us, my number's in that support heart, just call me. Also, I'm going to stay on broadcast but muted so that you can write me questions or you can let me know that you need something. So Tarnie will be leading us, but I'll be there for support. So if you need anything, I'll be close to my messages and definitely definitely answering and responding to your messages or questions. And I have every single person's phone number, so we can literally just get on the phone easily. If you do need me, you can just write, I need you, and I'll call you. Or you can, I don't want to like scare you that you're going to fall apart. You're not. It's going to be sorry.
It's not going to be that bad.
No, it's just going to be amazing and magical. But we're here to support you. So if you do have questions or anything comes up, just write me instead of Tarnie, since she'll be leading, but I'll just be support team. Can I get a thumbs up if that was clear instruction-wise? Okay. And you look great. All your topis look spread out. And now I'm going to turn the mic over to Tarnie and let her share herself with you. So again, just thank you for being here with us. I love you so much.
Thank you, Sasha, and I'm just delighted to be with you all. Sasha's very dear to my heart. We've known each other now for a number of years, and as she said, this is the 6th time I've done this, and this sort of is my time slot, so I'm very excited to be doing it again. This morning we're going to have an experience of a movement, meditation. We're going to do some journal writing at the end, and I'm assuming you've all got pens and papers, and we'll do that. But you won't be doing that for the next hour. And I'm going to take you through a body-centered medicine process. It's my method, and it's about coming back into your body and learning to trust what comes forward, what's true for you in your body. It came out of my own work. When I came out of my own work and my work with clients, and I've been working with clients for like 40 years, which seems terrible when I say that, but it's sort of true. And so it's really, often we don't know, what's mine, what I need, what's my truth, is that my true guidance or not? So this work really helps to ground and anchor and listen to that deep inner knowing, and it's certainly, I'd have to say SSGG has certainly come from Sasha doing that, and certainly my work, it informs me and the clients I've worked with over the years. So the intention is to awaken that empowered self inside of you and experience that body connection. when we're disconnected from our body, or we're more in our heads, and this is what I call this a body-mind approach as opposed to a mind-body approach. But a body-mind approach is that when we're disconnected from our body, when we're too much in our heads, or we're too much out there, we get physical pain, we get body symptoms, lots of anxiety, fear are present, maybe issues with the feminine system with the cycles, or getting pregnant, or maybe things around money or relationship, sexuality, everything turns up, life purpose, everything turns up in the body. So any place you might actually get physical symptoms or body symptoms, the body usually reflects that. But if there's something where you're stuck or is not flowing in your life, there is a place in your body that it turns up in. So today I'd like to give you an experience of going into that place where you are feeling stuck, what I call the pain, quote unquote, body, and then finding that place where you're going to find that place where you can rest in, and to what I also like to call the feminine, or the deeper, the divine self, to connect to that. And then hopefully some information will come through for you. So I'll guide you through that. And as I say, we'll do some journal writing. And I came to this work, I'm just going to talk for a few more minutes, and then we're going to get into the process, because I'm definitely the experiential girl. I'm not, I love to share this work, and I can talk about it all day, but it's about you experiencing it. So I came into this work, I started off as a sports medicine physiotherapist. So, I understood in the physical body work, and in fact, even as a physio in Australia, and I was in Australia, I had my own practice. I actually could see into the physical body. So if you came with a knee problem or a back, or I could actually see what was going on. So I developed that intuition of seeing, and then the emotional body sort of came, that evoked the emotional body coming forward. So I went on to do my master's in psychology, and I came over to the United States to do that. And through the emotional body and learning that, the spiritual body evolved, and then I went on to do my somatic movement training. And so I put it all together, and created body-centered medicine. And I feel when I do my work, whether it's one-on-one or groups, and I teach workshops, and I have a meditation class and a movement class, and I have some really wonderful things to different modalities to share this work. And I find that the bodies speak to me. So part of today will be informed by who's turned up. So I never actually, well, there's a roadmap. It'll be interesting to see what turns up today. So I'm it's always fresh, it's always new. I've always got a beginner's mind, and I invite all of you who are joining, and some of you have done a lot of work, and some of you have done these number of you, I know, and you've done these classes before, and you've worked with me. So I just invite you to start with beginner's mind. Just let go of what you have done before, or maybe what you think you know, or and I've done it myself. Oh, I know this, or I think I know that. And I just invite you today, as you move into your body, we're going to invite what's something new that wants to come through, or a new piece of information. All right, so without much further talking, I'd like you to close your eyes and get in a comfortable position. I'm going to start sitting, and then we'll move into different positions. And again, a number of you are movers, probably, maybe most of you are. So, you have permission to listen to your body and do what your body needs. So if you want to start on the floor, you're sitting on the floor, whatever. Partly I'm a little restricted because of the screen. So I wanted to start sitting.
And I just wanted to encourage everybody, sorry to interrupt, Tarnie, to make Tarnie's video big.
Oh, good idea.
For yourself, so that you can really see and hear her as a big broadcaster, and don't have to worry about anything else.
How do you? You can tell me how to do that later. That's good. Thank you. If you don't know how to do it, message Sash.
All right. Just square in the bottom right corner of Tarnie's video.
Okay, good. Thank you. So take a nice big deep breath, closing your eyes. The breath is the first, and as I say, most of you are going to know some of this information, pieces of it. So just staying with me as we go through this process. So taking a nice big deep breath, and just center yourself in a way that feels comfortable. So that finding a comfortable position. And I'm going to invite you, as you close your eyes, as you settle yourself in yourself, as you settle into your body, just be present with what feelings. We just did a lovely hummingbird. Beautiful song, beautiful thanks, Anna sent from Sierra, the poem. And in fact, I was there that year that came forward. So just knowing we've already, or some of you have already been here and already connected a little bit to your body, but being aware of what feelings you have, what sensations are present, maybe some reactions you're having. And remember, it's okay to have thoughts, that the thoughts will come through. So just following your breath, and I'm going to start with a little bit of music, I hope. Just keep breathing, sensing, and feeling. Oops. And as you breathe, as you feel, and if Sasha, the music gets too loud or I'm too soft or something, just let me know. Begin to get a sense of feeling your breath rather than thinking your breath. So you're feeling the breath. Just getting a sense of where your breath reaches. Where does your breath reach? Maybe place your hand where you're feeling your breath reach. Just get a sense of where your breath is finding its way to. Just as we're all breathing together, get a sense of the community, get the sense of you're not alone. We're doing this together. There's a willingness to be part of this community and knowing that we're all having this experience, or sharing this human experience together. That you're willing to be courageous and vulnerable just by turning up. It's courageous to come to this event, to turn up, your willingness to share who you are. And get a sense as if we come together, as we breathe together, as we're feeling together, that we're also creating an energy, a vibration, a connection, and actually we're being of service to the planet. When we do this work, when you become more embodied, when you move more back into your body, we're actually being of service to heal. Just gradually, slowly, without, say, maybe pushing too hard or making anything sort of happen. Let's begin to move. Begin to find a movement. Begin to find a movement. So if you're standing, you might begin to sway on your feet, feel your feet. You're sitting, you might find just you start to move your shoulders. The point is we're moving here into the feeling body, and you're feeling, what does it feel like? Your breathe into and just very gently move your body. This fluid movement, this fluid system is where all the information is. You can slow down, and I know I start with it first. So sometimes it's good to do something very quick and active and then move into this slower pace, depending on what's been going on with you in your day or your week. You're just slowing it down so you're feeling into the body. So you're rolling, maybe rolling a little bit more, sliding, gliding. Yeah. Just following the flow. If you've never done this before, I invite you to maybe start in your shoulders. If you're not a mover and you don't know about movement, just begin with your shoulders, rolling your shoulders, feeling the movement. If you're a mover, just allow yourself to follow that easy, fluid movement like a piece of seaweed. Start to feeling into your body, into your body. What's it feel like to move and be with and connect? So often when we do meditation, we can sit still. So this is like allowing yourself to feel into your body, to that meditative, easy, fluid place. Beautiful, everyone. I'm just wandering around, having a look. Lovely. Lovely. And if it feels comfortable, if it feels good as you roll your shoulders, just begin to feel into the heart space, into your chest. And move into the chest space. And breathe into the chest. We are going to move into a specific part of your body. You're going to find a specific part of your body. But for now, we can all move into the chest. And whatever movement comes from that, again, you might be down on your hands and knees. You might be lying down. You can use even lean against a piece of furniture or a wall. When we move into the body, we want to give ourselves permission to let the body have the freedom to move the way it wants and get into the position that it feels good. Beautiful. So you're unwinding, softening through the heart space. As you feel connected to that, as you find your way into the heart space, just be aware that you're being called to go inward. Starting at the heart space, we're called to go inward. We're moving into the core. Just letting go of thoughts, the world out there, just becoming a little more present to inside the chest. And again, the rest of the body is moving in a way that feels good. And you're making that commitment or that intention or that focus to move a little deeper inward, turning your attention in towards yourself. As you move in, you're going to feel a little bit more calm and ease and a deeper connection as we move in. Now, if you aren't finding that right now, just imagine you are. Imagine if you're having difficulty, sometimes our heads really pulls us out, or we just don't get that. There's just a day where it's hard to get into the body. Just imagine what it'd be like if you were in the chest. And then as you're ready, move down into, or as it feels right, down into your lower belly. Just moving down, down into your soft belly. So from the heart, you're going to find a little movement through the soft belly. Oh, and sometimes you might find, we're all muted, but sometimes you might find sound organically comes from the body as you move. Me, there's a little bit of sound in my soft belly. And I also like to sometimes put my hand there when I'm focusing on a particular part of the body. Just gives me, I get a little bit of touch, and we're all missing some touch right now. It's lovely to feel that own connection. And then as you're ready, you're going to move down into the lower belly and just take your time. Maybe you feel more comfortable in the chest. Maybe it's okay to be in the soft belly. Down into the lower belly or the pelvis might be a little more challenging. So just take your time as you move. And again, finding the movement maybe with the hips, moving through, help you move into your tailbone. Just finding your way down through that core in the way that feels good to you. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. There's no should or shouldn't. There's no particular way it looks. What we're doing here is moving you in. You're finding your own truth, your own rhythm, your own expression. Feeling good about being inside of you. Beautiful. Yeah. Spend another minute or so just exploring through this core. Heart, belly, pelvis. And however the rest of the body wants to join in is great. Rolling, sliding, gliding. Beautiful. Just continuing as you do that. We're going to move, start to expand that movement. So whatever movement, whatever direction you're moving, you start to take it a little bit further. So I'm starting to move into reaching. And remember, I know I've got some ecstatic dance movers and all sorts of different movers here. I'd really invite you to just slow it down and follow the lengthening, because to truly inhabit my body, I need to go slowly and listen and feel as I reach. So by and large, everybody does move a little. We will get a little bit faster. We will do some faster stuff. But can you slow it right down so you can actually feel? Slow down. And you're going to feel, you're going to start to lengthen. We're going to expand. Let's start at the chest. Expanding the chest. Expanding through the shoulders, through the arms, reaching up. Reaching down. We're going to deepen that listening. Yes, beautiful, everyone. Yes. Remember where this is up. We're holding that feeling inside the chest and then following the flow, let's say, all the way out through to the fingers. Oh, and breath. Yes, good. Yes. And then I'm going to invite you in your own time then to move down into the soft belly, finding that same, how do I lengthen it? Maybe you go on your hands and knees, or you reach on a piece of furniture, or you roll. But slow it right down. Feel the feeling through the soft belly. And then when you've got that, moving down into your legs, and again, I'm standing, but you might find you can, yeah, just move through as I move down and reach out through the legs. Just take some time feeling that lengthening. Yes. You might find you're on the ground and you can stretch and open. Good. So we want to feel the feeling, that fluid, easy movement. And then start to expand the container we're in. As you expand, that means you expand as you're going to open up new possibilities. Use your breath. Good. Just do another minute of this. Beautiful. Yes. Loving it. What's the feeling? What's the sensation? What are you aware of? Yes. Remember, you can go very slowly. When I say very slowly, you can do quiet. Sorry, my little topi's taking off. You can do very small movements and actually try just some very gentle, small reaching through your core. You might find your head reaching up a little bit, or your tailbone. You might feel a lengthening through your spine, or out your arms, through your legs. Find the reaching. Good. Okay, just come to stillness for a minute. Just come to stillness for a minute. Keeping your eyes closed, your attention turned inward. I'm going to invite you to find a place where you're holding some pain, some tension. I mentioned before, when we're disconnecting from our body, or disconnecting from a part of ourselves. We might have physical pain, we might have fear and anxiety, might have body symptoms, we might have issues around money or relationship, or getting pregnant, or fibroids, or we might have that fear-based negative beliefs, or critical voice, or the victim. There's many things that you could be holding, but pick one and then find it in your body. So if you've got the overt physical pain, then go there, shoulder pain, a neck pain, a bellyache. But you may have an issue around, let's say, money, or some issue around the feminine reproductive system. But it's not overtly pain, but it's a place you're dealing with, or an issue around survival, but it's somewhere in your body. So finding a very specific place of your body, We're going to move into that part of the body. Put a different piece of music. And I'd like you, invite you just to start to move towards that part of the body. So pick it, stay, and there's a tendency sometimes to want to, oh, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there. It really doesn't matter where you choose. It's about finding a very specific part. So if you need a minute to just stay in stillness, I turn this down so you've got a bit of empathy. So if you need a minute just to feel where, if I've got overt like stomach ache or a shoulder pain, that's obvious. But if I'm worried about money, where do I hold that? If I'm worried about a relationship issue or, you know, something to do with my cycle or whatever it might be, just feel into where you're holding that into the body and then begin to start to move that fluid movement, and then we're going to, and doing some reaching. So just bringing those two aspects, or those two movement forms we just did. Be feeling into this area. Breathing, sensing, and feeling. There's nothing to do here. There's nothing to change. You might find you're in a different position. You might place your hand on the area. Like I just automatically put my hand on my belly. Just moving that area, the sound that it comes. So you're finding the fluid, easy movement, and then you're starting to find a little bit of a reach, a little bit of a expanding. I'm just going to be with it, move it. Might be very small movements. Might be big movements, just depending on what's present in that area. Get a sense of what you're holding, what feeling is there, what emotion is there. In other words, what's its voice? Take and I'm not going to talk for a couple of minutes, and you're just going to be with this part of you. If you find it difficult and you get distracted, just go back to the heart, or back to your tailbone or something, just to sort of ground, and then come back to this part. For the next minute, 2 minutes, just being with yourself, being with this part of you. Give yourself permission to be with yourself. Letting the rest of your body follow as you move. Beautiful. listen and feel, get a sense of what it's holding. And we're going to journal write with this in a little bit. And now, as you often, if we just give something the dignity or actually give it the time and the space, and just say hi and sit with a part of ourselves, often it can resolve quite quickly, or there's deeper information to be revealed. So we're going to come back to this place. We're going to do a little more work with this in a bit. But right now, I'd like you now to find that place inside of you where you feel connected, where you feel that place where you feel calm, maybe where you feel joy, where you feel just that deliciousness of being in your body. So, and if you don't have a place, just imagine where it might be and go there, or pick a place. Again, it really doesn't matter, but find a place in your body that you enjoy, that brings you joy, or the feeling of joy, or the feeling of peace, or the feeling of quiet or calm. And it's going to start to move that in a really gentle, loving way. A little bit more movement. We just want to find, it's like, what's that easy or fun place? Good. Easy movement, a fun, a calm or a peaceful or a loving. Oh, soft, easy, gentle. Maybe a little more active. Ooh, breath. You may be rolling around the ground a little. The music's here to support you, but not lead you, not push you. We want to stay with the feeling. Breath. So just that vibration of pleasure or delight. Maybe you can think of something that brings you joy or peace, calm. Just move that through your body. So just allow that energy to move into all those places that haven't maybe moved yet, or want to be connected to or touched. Soften your jaw, soften your mouth, soften your tongue. Poke out your tongue, stretches the vagus nerve. Good. Make some sound. Yeah. Can you get a sense of that just deliciousness of touching yourself on the inside as you move? Breath. Good. What would be a word or a feeling word that comes up as you move? What would be a feeling word that you could, again, take with you after today to remind you, it's good or pleasurable and delightful to be in your body? And again, you might be still moving. Some of us like to move and got lots of energy, and we move through the body, right? And some of us just it's quiet, it's gentle movement, but they're both pleasurable. Feeling for that easy. What would be the healing word that comes up for you. And again, we're going to write that down in a bit so you can remember, but I want you to get the experience of it right now and come back to it. Beautiful. Ah. Take a moment to feel the relationship between the part that wasn't doing so well. It was maybe the pain, where you were holding the quote-unquote pain, where there was maybe the tightness, the contraction, the either physical pain or the pain of a place where you're stuck and you're feeling it in your body. And this place of pleasure and delight, can you find a way for the two to meet? Let's not do it. Let's just in your mind maybe visualize. You might reach out a hand. You might go and sit with it. You might put your arm around this part. So let me explain that. I'm feeling it in my. If I've got, keep putting my hand on my belly, so I'm feeling that, and then I've got this, playful, pleasurable. It's even very calming place that likes to wiggle a little through my spine. And I'm just inviting my belly to join in, just like either come and play or come and sit. You can sit quietly. So this next song, this next tune, just find the relationship between the two of you. Find the relationship between the two places. And in any way that feels good to do that. And again, get down on your hands and knees. You might be on the floor. You might be standing, sitting.
I said I'd be your lover.
Oh.
You laughed what I said.
So how do you reach out to this part of you that's not feeling so good or is holding tension? And how do you move it? Feel that loving touch. Feel that loving connection in your body. Just dance, enjoy the dance. For those of you with lots of energy, it's coming. We'll do something a little faster in a minute. So we want to be in the feeling body. We want to feel this part of you is being taken care of.
That I'm not the one who loves. It's love that seizes me.
You enjoy.
When hatred with his package comes, you've been delivering. And when the hunger
Enjoy the dance.
rises from the hunger, you whisper you have love enough. Now let me be the lover.
Enjoy being with yourself, holding this part of you that's in pain, holding something and listening to it as you move, being with it, turning towards it, including it. Yeah. How do you relate to this part? Can you include it? Can you move with it? Can you be present to it?
You kept me from
Yes.
leaving.
Enjoying being the relationship between the two. You want to find
I am not the one who loves.
finding that connection to this part that's been held, contracted, tight, has pain in some way, emotional pain, physical pain, spiritual pain.
With his package
Just include it in your dance.
delivering. And when the hunger bell for your touch rises from the hunger, you whisper you have loved enough. Now let me be the lover.
Yes. We're going to take that beautiful movement and we're going to move down into the lower belly, down into the pelvis, down into listening. So we're going to take that beautiful holding energy. You've listened to this part of you that's in some pain or discomfort. I want to move down, and especially as women, to move down into the lower belly, into that grounding into the pelvis. I'm going to put on a fairly, this is a strong song, it's a strong piece of music, and I'd like you, actually, let's just start moving through the lower belly first. Just moving, and maybe that's where you are, maybe that's part of what you've been dancing. And we want to find that place where you connect into your pelvis, because this is the place where we ground. This is where I ground into my grounded sense of self. This is where I anchor. This is where I connect to the earth. This is where I receive and pull up so I can give. Too often we look out there or we pull down, but I want to fill myself up, fill up the container, fill myself up so then I can be present and give out to the world. And certainly that's the flow, definitely for the feminine. And most of us are women. I know we've got a few men, and it's just the feminine energy system. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. But getting a sense of, as we do this, connecting to the earth, to the ground, and this is a strong song, so really moving into a sense of your power or your commitment or your saying yes to yourself. Okay. Some of you may know this. This is from Disturbed. This is a hard rock, hard metal, heavy metal band that sings this. So beginning to feel into the pelvis, into the lower belly. Go to your tailbone. Go to your, into the pelvic floor. Into the center of your pelvis. And feel the connection. And start to move. Let it move you. Can you rather than think the movement, feel the movement. Pelvis. Pelvis. Feel the strength through your legs. So we're starting to feel, yes, I'm in my, when I'm embodied, I'm in my pelvis. Feel the strength or the power. What's your power word? What's your commitment word? What's your feeling sense? Saying, yes, this is me.
When my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light.
Slow it down and let it come in. Let it come up.
And touch the sound of silence.
Feel those hips soft.
And in the naked light I saw
Yes. Can you feel that up?
10,000 people maybe.
Rounding down. Keep moving. You're lying down on the ground. Feel a connection to the earth through your legs, your back. Feel that strength in your systems. Engage your muscles, yes. Push. Maybe push against the air. So you feel the edges. I feel the container. I live it. Yes. What's your yes? What are you saying inside of you? How do you feel that yes, it's me? I'm committed to me. I want to know me. I want to achieve my truth. I want to follow through. I'm like in a guidebook. Yes. Feel it. Woo! Yeah. What's the sound of this sound? Strength. Power. Your movement. Say yes to yourself. Yeah. Slow it down. Feel the strength. Tailbone, hips, pelvis, pelvic floor. Beautiful. What is your power word? What is your word to your commitment word or your embodiment word or your yes word? What is the word? What is that? And again, we're going to do some journal writing shortly about, but bringing that into that feeling body of what's my yes? What's that thing that says I belong, I'm connected to the earth, I'm grounded and I can pull it up. I've got access to it. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of fast, just loose jiggling. I'm going to start at the tailbone. Start at the tailbone, and I invite you to take care of yourself. If we move faster, we can get ungrounded, we can let it fly away. So just start to wiggle your tailbone. Now you fall in, or ascent, maybe you fall in the pelvis. Wiggle your hips if you're on the ground, shake your legs. Explore moving your tailbone. How do you move that tailbone? Go down on your hands and knees, lean against the wall. Maybe sitting might be a little challenging to move your tailbone. We're just loose, quick. This activates your energy, so if you're feeling a little run down or lethargic, you can do this for a few minutes and get the energy going. Now, as we do this, start to breathe a little quicker. Open your mouth, open your throat, so you open the pelvic floor, you open your throat, let the energy, tailbone, start, just let a little sound come up. Maybe move it from your tailbone up through your spine. Start to open your throat. Don't force it. We want that natural rhythm. Remember, we're still got that fluid system. Still connected deeply. Still got that sense of expansion, grounding. Then we can become quick. And you've got energy to give out, to get loose. And anything you need to shake off or move that hasn't moved yet, let that happen. Yeah. Keep going. A little bit more. Got a few more minutes of just letting it shake out. Woo. Just enjoy. Like loose, active, shaking off that you don't need, or moving that hasn't yet moved, and bringing in that maybe bringing in something that you want to bring in, maybe bringing in without knowing it, just bringing in some really good energy. Yes. Yes. Shake. Loose. Remember going at the speed or the pace, listening to your body. Don't get caught up in the music as much as listening. How does my body move? So I might just do a little shake. You want to come to the screen and look towards someone, just find someone on the screen to dance with. You want to come to the screen and get to find a partner. You don't have to actually partner up, but there'll be someone here moving. If you want to be seen, if you want to share, come to the screen. Because remember, we're in this together. We're a community. There's a wholeness. So just find someone, and even if they're not sure you're dancing with them, it's okay. We're all in this together. You can dance with me if you like, but coming to the screen and sharing your dance. Coming to the screen and sharing your dance. Okay, we're going to do the next song. We're all going to share this together. Oops, here it is. So come to the screen if it feels good, and just share your joy. Bring that part of you that's not feeling so good in as well, the one that we worked with earlier.
When the night has
And
come
include yourself as you
and the
include
land
another.
is dark and the
Joy.
moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid.
Come close
No,
to the
I
screen,
won't
move away.
be afraid. Just as
Find someone
long
to move with.
as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that you look upon should tumble and fall, all the mountains should crumble to the sea.
Sing if you like
I
to
won't
sing.
cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me.
Feel it, everyone. We're all done together.
Stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Ooh. Whoa. has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. So darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, darling, stand by me, stand by me, wherever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. So darling, darling, long as I know I got you right here by my side. Come on, stand right here.
Beautiful. Oh. Taking a breath. And another breath, just moving around, letting your energy drop down a little. Just quietening down. I'm just going to take this final tune. Bringing yourself back into yourself. Just taking a minute to feel what's present. When this body-centered medicine practices, they build resilience. You build fluidity, flexibility. It builds stability. It's very much about grounding, and then having choice. Because you can trust what's happening in your inner body. And it's a very powerful tool for healing, for expansion and for transformation. And as you saw at the end, it also creates lots of lovely vitality and joy. That's what it's all about, being in your body, being embodied. So before we do this last tune, and then we're going to move into some journal writing and maybe a little bit of partnering, or definitely some sharing. I just want to let you know that I am doing sessions one-on-one. The little next to book here is my little icon, the person doing this. Oh, the little logo. And I have got a free gift for you all, and in it is also, anyway, there's a free gift, there's a meditation, an embodied meditation, which I highly recommend. I do that every Tuesday. I also have you get a $100 voucher discount for my next workshop or working with me one-on-one. And I want to say something about the one-on-ones. They're available right now that Sasha has encouraged us all to do as providers. And you can do as many as you like. So don't feel like you only have to do one for the price. It's a very, very discounted price. And so if you want to do more than one, feel free to. I'm actually available the whole week, this weekend and into next week. And if there isn't a time, just let me know. So just wanted to say that this work is extremely transformational. So let's take a minute to feel inside yourself. I'm just moving to a heart dance. Feel I like to call the pelvic heart, and the heart, so pelvis, belly, heart. And just feel into or bring forward something you're feeling grateful for or thankful for or appreciative for right now. So something, I appreciate myself for, I'm grateful for, I'm thankful for. And as you feel it, feel every cell of your body moving. As you do, feel every cell of your body moving. And I just want to say this has been delightful to be with you, sharing this piece. And movement is just one aspect of body-centered medicine. That's not all of what I do, but it's part I do enjoy sharing. So just feeling that heart connection. Breathing deeply, feeling your feet or your body connected to the earth. And what I always like to do as you're feeling the loving touch in your body.
It's one foot and then the other as you step out on the roof.
We're going to invite your deeper self. What's the message for you? Maybe there's a message coming forward. Maybe a message for this weekend. Maybe there's a word. Maybe the soul word or the inner word. What's something for this weekend or maybe for this year? What's that deeper? What's the message deep within you that's coming forward to you, just for you? Maybe there's a word or an image or a color. What's your word this weekend? Maybe for this year. The soul word. Just going to leave the music on very low. And when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to move towards your journals. I'd like you to write. You can do a stick figure and draw where your pain, what I call your pain body was. So drawing where you were feeling the pain. So I would do a stick figure and I'd put it in my belly area. And then you're going to write. What is it that you want me to know? There's actually a whole process that goes with this. I call it the pain body process, exploring the pain body. Today, what do you want me to know? So drawing it and then putting what do you want me to know? And then when you've done that, in the journal writing, what's the word that just came forward now? What's your soul word? And if it's an image or a color or a without editing it, without thinking it should be something else. There's no wrong word. And anything else that you'd like to write about your experience? What is it that you need to know right now? Or what came up for you? What feelings, what sensations? So you could write, this experience was. So I'm going to go through it again. You're going to do a stick figure and draw that part of your body that you're holding. Holding this intention, some tightness, the pain body, and what is it you need me to know from that part of the body. You're going to write down the soul word that came forward at the end, the angels. And then you can write about your experience, how you experienced this. My experience of this work was today, what came forward. Because the body is very informative when we give it a chance, when we take the time. Give you another minute or so. Oops, sorry. Chance to integrate, write about something you've uncovered or learned about yourself you didn't know before. There's always something new to be revealed when we move into the body. I've been doing this work for 30 years and I still find new things. Still uncovering. It's an ongoing process.